Well, I've been coming to Paul watches for I don't know, more than 10 years now, and this is, if you're into watches, this is the place to be.
Casio G-Shocks. They have a lot of different functions, very usable, but they're a pain in the butt to change the batteries on and to set the time. Sometimes you got to go on YouTube and watch 10-minute videos just to set the time on one of these G-Shocks. We charge $5 for all batteries, but we're gonna raise the prices to $10 soon. I would charge like $25 for G-Shocks, really.
Hey, this is Matthew from Paul's Watch Repair. Come check out the new watches we got this week. Here, we have a Hulk. This Hulk right here is the first year of production. It was made in 2010, mint condition. We got it for $20,000. We're looking to sell it for $21,000. Full set, box and papers, available on our website. Second watch for sale we have for this week, Consignment Sea Dweller. Client is asking 14. We're gonna try and squeeze out 14.5. Full set, box and papers, available on our website. So if you guys are interested in any of these watches, you can go ahead and send us a message on Instagram at watchmaker916. Me or my father will get to your message, or you can send us a text. Our phone number is 916-628-6960.
So I'm polishing some items right now. We have a Rolex that I got to polish today. It's a Rolex Datejust. I'm working also on a Breitling that was really beat up. And also some lower end watches too, but I got to get that polishing done. On this bracelet already, I'm almost done polishing it. I was polishing it earlier, but we had clients come in, so I had to kind of put it aside. But I use different method and different brush wheels. Like the bottom, I did it all satin brush because that was how it was originally from the factory. The sides is a mirror polish, and the top is a mirror polish. So it looks ugly. It looks like, as far as it's dirty right now, but we're gonna clean it up. It's gonna look really nice. But this is a lower end watch. The watch was really beat up, really destroyed. I took off as many scratches as I could, just make it look nicer for the client. And also we have some other cases too I've been working on. This Breitling case is really, really beat up. Trying to get it in the best condition that we can. I already worked on it for like 15 minutes. I'm not done. I got to start on this Rolex too. It's really scratched. And we're gonna make it look like new. It's bad right now, but when it's done, it's gonna look like new. So we have a lot of different polishing cloths and a lot of different brushes and stuff like that we use. Like we have different brushes here, different buffing wheels that we use, different rouges that we use for different metals. So after we polish watch cases and bracelets, we put them in here to kind of take off all the gunk and stuff like that. So it's not ready yet, it's not completely done, but this is just another process in the polishing, just to kind of get the dirt off. Get all this gunk out of here, and then we'll rinse it. Just different steps. But like all these customers down on the Breitling, we're just kind of doing them a favor, polishing it because they want the bezel repaired. So we just did a light polish. We fixed this watch for a client, and we just polishing as a courtesy the case and bracelet because it's very heavily scratched. On most Rolex watches, we charge $150 to do a polishing of the case and bracelet. Most other watches, same thing. If it has a case and bracelet, it's about $150 to polish everything. If it's only the case, it'll probably be $75 to $100. If it's only the bracelet, it'll be about $75 to $100. And we can get them pretty close to factory specs, factory finish. sometimes we get cases like this. This Breitling was really beat up. Somebody tried to take off the bezel by propping it up, and the bezel on a Breitling like this only comes off when you remove the screws. So they really messed it up bad. And I already buffed it for a few minutes earlier. It had a lot deeper scratches, and there's only so much that I'm going to buff, because basically it is just a courtesy. We're repairing the bezel. I'm going to put the bezel back, but as a courtesy, we're doing a mild polish, you know. And I already took out a lot of the deep dents and scratches that they put into this case. I'm still not done. Like, I got to do the mirror sides, make it really nice. He had very deep scratches in this case. Some people really beat up their watches. They don't take good care of them, and a lot of times when they come in, you know, they'll say, hey, just do a mild polish or something, you know. We do it as a courtesy, but sometimes we spend a lot of time polishing some cases. Sometimes spend an hour and a half polishing a case and bracelet. We give it back to the customer. There's times they come back within a month, and we look at the watch and it's like so tore up and beat up again. Some people really baby their watches, but some people, they could care less. They're really rough with their watches. So we have a lot of different buffing wheels. There's different kind of buffing wheels that we use for different finishes on a case, for satin finish, for mirror finish, and there's a lot of different rouges that we use also for different metals. Like, some of them are for stainless steel, some of them for gold, for platinum, and we have different tapes also that we use when we're polishing something. Like, for example, for this Rolex Datejust bracelet, I have to polish it and then mask off certain areas so I can polish the other areas in satin. So there's a lot that comes into play when you want to polish something correctly, and it takes time. It takes time. If you want to do a good job polishing, you just got to take your time doing it, not be in a rush. And one of the key things when you're polishing, I've seen some watchmakers, and I'm not trying to talk down on them, but I've seen some watchmakers, and sometimes we'll do some really quick touch-up too. Like, a customer comes and they have a little scuff on the side or something, and we'll just quickly put it on the buffing machine. But anytime you're polishing a watch, you want to take the movement out. You should not be polishing a watch with the movement inside, because the heat obviously affects the oils inside of a watch, and also just the movement of the buffing wheel, it's shaking the watch, and that's not good for the watch. So you got to disassemble the watch, take the movement out, and polish the case on its own properly. So it's a process. It's a process.